Yeah, I mean, finishing top of the league, we can't argue with. I think every team has had like ups and downs in the season, performance-wise, and injuries and isolations and various things. So, really proud of the fact that we've come through that strong, and getting that top spot in the last week is a big achievement. So we've got to be happy with that. I think that was always the aim, to try and keep the squad as consistent as possible. To try and not have to work on connections as much and give people time, and I think we've seen that. I think people have developed connections much quicker, and the feel around the squad is good because people are comfortable with each other. So I think it's definitely been a benefit this year. I think it's just about trying to blend them together a little bit. That I think the young girls give energy and excitement to some of the older girls who've been there and done it all before, and likewise the senior players have got the experience that the youngsters are lacking. So, it is about blending it, and I think off the court they've done really well of just, they get on pretty well of hanging out and developing, friendships. But I think on the court it's worked really well in terms of the different qualities that players have. Yeah, I think this season we've almost just had to kind of understand and allow things to be out of our control at times, and I think that's always difficult because naturally coaches want to control everything. So the fact that you're in a COVID year, you're going to have people isolating, you're going to have people in and out of training. I think it's been a challenge for us, but I think it's really shown from the girls how much they want to do it and how committed they are and how willing they are to give everything to it. So yeah, it's been different and it's been difficult, but I think our willingness to adapt and our ability to do that because of the people we have around the team is probably one of our strengths. I mean, it's tough because semi-finals week is always going to be pressure, and like you say, some of the girls have not. It's the first year in Super League, they've not played in the semi-final, so I think it's hard because you can't prepare for what you don't know, and I think it's just our job to make sure that it's as normal as possible this week, and we have a consistent game prep. We focus on the things that we can control, and we acknowledge that there's going to be nerves, but we try to not let them dominate what we're doing. I think it helps to know what they're going through. I think people are always going to respond differently to nerves, and they're going to need different things, and part of developing as a player is working out what it is for you. But I think it does help to know what they'll be feeling, and also just to let them know that it's okay, that whether you're a Commonwealth Games gold medalist or it's your first season in Super League, you're going to be nervous, and that's fine. I think we're probably worse than the players. Yeah, I mean, it's the struggle always in coaching is that as soon as they cross that white line, you can't do anything. So our work is this week in terms of giving them the best possible preparation and giving them the best possible opportunity to go and achieve. And when we've done that, we'll send a team out, and what happens in playoff games happens. But I think as long as we're confident that we've done all we can, then it's sport. I don't think it changes. I think we have to remind ourselves of it though. We've not seen them play for a while. We've got to dig up some footage, and that they've had time to adjust a few things probably as well. But we've very much got to try and keep it about us as much as we can, and what we can do and how we're going to execute, and not worry about their camp, because they've had a tough run. But like you say, they'll be fresh and they'll be ready to go, and I think they're going to be really dangerous. I don't really think it comes into play. It's very difficult to beat a team 3 times in a year, because you learn so much about each other as you go. So it's a pure one-off game on Saturday, and I think that's what spectators love. That's what teams hate, that you've not got the safety net of more rounds to come. So like I said, we've got to go in prepared, we've got to go in confident, we've got to go and attack that game, because Leeds will want it, and we've got to make sure that we're just up for it. I think we need to play our best netball, to be fair, because I think that how tight the league's been is a reflection of the fact that teams can all beat each other. So that there will be a favourite in each game, but I don't think people will be shocked if any results occur. So if you go there and you put out your best netball, then you're probably going to win, and that's very simplistic, but it's difficult to do in finals, and we've got to make sure that we get as close to our ceiling as possible.